Hi everybody, hey, this is Eric from Panama, and I'm going to make a video about my search for the road to Carti today. Carti's a little town on the northern side of Panama up on the Caribbean, and it's associated with the Kuna Indian tribe, and they service the San Blas Islands for tourism. They run a little boat service that takes tourists from Carti to out onto the individual islands. Anyway, so I've been looking for this road for a while now, and I think I'm gonna finally find it today. I'm getting kind of started a little bit late in the day. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon, so I probably won't be able to make it all the way to Carti tonight. But anyway, so I thought I'd take a little side trip past the airport. That's where I work, and this entrance is a little run down, but right here is the entrance to the construction site for the south terminal. And when they get that new south terminal finished, there'll be a new entrance off of the corridor, the toll road, and that's going to bypass all of this, so I think it's going to look a lot better. They build stuff like crazy down here in Panama. I think they're going to have that terminal finished by the end of October. And that building I just showed you off to the left there wasn't even there a year ago. So, and there's going to be 6 of those there. Kind of an office business park associated with the airport. Anyway, so this is the entrance. There's the terminal over there in the distance. And again, it doesn't look really appealing going in there, but I think the new entrance off the sewer is going to be a little bit better. There's a little river off here to the right, and they had to redirect it. And so when they did, they built it back up and they lined the sides of it with concrete, because when the water, when the rain falls, it rains like 4 to 6 inches an hour up in the mountains, and that water comes rushing down, and boy, I tell you, it really runs hard in the river. So they have to line the riverbanks with concrete to keep them washing out. Anyway, the terminal is always under construction, and as it is almost anywhere in the world, or the United States is for sure, they're always building something on the terminals there. Anyway, so there's a little drainage tubes coming for surface water to direct it into the river. This is the way I go every time I go to take a trip. Actually, I'm going to take a trip here in a little bit. I got to go down to Bogota and back tomorrow in the morning. So the company provides us with transportation, and they're little cube vans with some seats in them. They carry like 9 passengers, and some of them are brand new, some of them are a little bit beat up and squeaky. The drivers run from really good to displaced Formula One drivers. They even have the attitude. That construction right there is the bridge that's going to connect the central terminal, which is like the north complex, with the new south terminal, which is going to run off there into the jungle there. Anyway, so it's going to be a beautiful terminal, very aerodynamic, probably the most beautiful terminal in the Western Hemisphere. It's got this gorgeous atrium. They're going to bring the jungle inside, parquet floors, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so they dropped me off here, this is right next to these doors here, and then I go to work, and then when I get back from my trip and I want to go home, I come out these doors down here to the right, and I get back on the van, and I'm usually the last person picked up and the first person dropped off, so I usually don't spend too much time in a van, but I've spent as much as 3.5 hours getting home. It's usually just a 40-minute drive from the time I park at the gate to the time I walk in my front door, but it can go longer. Anyway, so you come down here on your way back into the city in Panama. Off to the left, there's this kind of a sculpture thing going on with Panama in front of it. You might see it. It's just to the left of that big red Claro ball. Anyway, there's 3 guys there, and they're anatomically correct, except they got these great big holes in their chest. I'm not sure what that's all about. I've always kind of thought the sculpture was interesting, but I don't know if they're going to keep it once they start doing their beautification program here. Anyway, so this road leads up towards Tacoma, which of course is where the airport is located. That's the new terminal off to the right, some of the airplanes that I fly. Anyway, we're coming back past the end of runway 3 left here, and then head up through the the city of Tacoma and then back out onto the Pan American Highway. So anyway, this little entrance right here was really, really rough, and about a month ago they finished repaving it. It's really nice and smooth with some new asphalt. They're all, like I said, they're always doing some building. Anyway, so now I've come through the city of Tacoma, and I'm back out on the Pan American Highway. And this section of it is concrete. It's well taken care of. It's runs. I think the speed limit is 80 kilometers, which runs around 50 miles an hour, all the way down it. And so my bike does 70, but honest to God, I don't think you'd want to be going 70 miles an hour too much in Panama. There's too many animals and dogs and people and potholes and speed bumps. I mean, there's speed bumps everywhere. So I just really don't think you could do 70 miles an hour really, really well. This is a agricultural and police checkpoint, and they're stopping you to look at your documents and check, make sure if you're hauling any drugs. They usually just wave you through. Anyway, so off to the right here is Chepo, a little town of Chepo, and the town that's out near the town is out near the Pan American Highway. It's just off a little bit, maybe a click or two away, and it's your normal Panamanian town, little on the dirty, rundown side. It's a bus depot for what we call the Red Devils, and those are school buses that have been brought down from the United States, and they're all diesel. They don't have any gas ones. They're all diesel, and they've had the exhaust relocated to the back on these fancy exhaust pipes, and they like to make a lot of noise, and the drivers are kind of wacky. They don't have a real solid route structure, so you don't know where they're going. You don't know where they're going to drop you off, and if the driver decides he's tired and wants to go home and you're still on the bus, well, you're just going to go home with him. It only costs 25 cents, but I don't know if I really want to go home with the guy for 25 cents or not. Anyway, so I don't really ride them. I've tried them a couple times, but like I said, I don't know where the routes are. There's no published routes on them. Anyway, there's a little restaurant here to the right I like to eat at, so I'm going to stop for a little bit. This is the end of the first part of my video. Can't get it all on in one piece. So I'm going to stop here and get something to eat, and in the next section we'll go from Chepo out to the road to Carti. Anyway, so I stopped here and turned off the video, went and got something to eat, and there's my bike. It's a Yamaha V-Star 250 with some mods. Anyway, and then there was lunch, chicken, barbecue chicken, red rice and beans, and a salad, nice icy cold Big Atlas. The whole lunch ran me $4, $1 for the beer, so $5. Had a friend help me eat the chicken bones. And there's my bike. Once again, it's a nice little bike. I bought it here in Panama. I like it a lot. So anyway, watch my second part there and catch the rest of the road to Carti.